So now it's time to go down to the office. Wee! Do-do-do-do. And voila! So here's where the magic happens. Ooh, creaky door, a little scary. Turn on the light. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, so brass tacks time now. I think what most people want to know about a day in the life of a freelance copywriter is how do I spend my work day? Like how much time am I actually spending on copywriting? It's gonna differ for different copywriters. I wanna make sure I remind my viewers, especially if you're new to this video, I am a freelance copywriter. I have been doing this since 2002, and I also am a fiction writer. I do humor, I'm getting into art. I do YouTube videos, so I have a lot of side hustle going on as well. So I've also been doing this so long that I am trying to make copywriting not like the sole focus of my freelance life. Whereas when I was starting out 20 years ago, I was working, just on copywriting and really focusing on that, along with the fiction writing, because ultimately that's kind of what I want to do is, be a fiction writer and make my living from that. That hasn't worked out so well so far, but we're getting there. Okay, so we are showered, which definitely doesn't happen every day, let alone putting on pants, but we are going out for coffee this afternoon because, hey, when you're the boss, you can do that. But here's what I've got on tap for today. I am doing a website page for a website project that I'm working on, and the web designer emailed me and said, hey, we need copy for another page that we weren't anticipating. That sometimes happens, so I'm doing that. I'm waiting for feedback on a blog post from the subject matter expert that I interviewed. His wife went to labor early, so that's why he's delayed. Perfectly okay. I am also working on questions for another subject matter expert interview that I'm doing next week. So I'm compiling my questions. This is for 2 blog posts, and then I'm sending them to her. I'm also working on some blogs for another client and kind of prepping them in the early research stage. So that's what I have on tap for today. Feels like a good day, and there you go. Okay, so it is about 2 o'clock right now, and I'm getting ready to actually wrap up my day soon, which I know sounds wild, but don't forget, my day started at 5, and I worked on creative stuff in the morning, I worked on my drawing, I worked on a super secret project, which I'll talk about more in subsequent videos. I did my copywriting work, and I'm heading out shortly to have coffee with my brother, actually, to wrap up this day, at least my copywriting day, but I'll continue to show what else happens in the day of the life of a copywriter because it's just exciting, let me tell you. I just know you want to see every single last detail. Is this what it feels like to be a Kardashian? I'm wearing pants, like seriously. We're heading out for coffee. Here we go. Okay, so I am back from my coffee excursion, and now I'm doing a final check of email for the evening. I like to do what I call hosing down my inbox before I call it quits for the night. So I try to delete the stuff that I can get rid of, file. I have organization in my Outlook so that I have different files for different clients, organize stuff, flag stuff, try to keep things, manageable. And I have several inboxes in the same Outlook. So I have one client who I have an email address, like I'm on their email address, so I have that client. I have my E.T. Robbins, and then I also have my author. So I have lots of stuff to check in Gmail too. So I like to check everything, make sure everyone's all set. And and then call it a night, at least in terms of copywriting. And then we cook some din and we watch a little, Netflix or Apple TV. Just started getting into Ted Lasso. Where has that been all my life? And then I'll do some reading in the bed with Stewie.